guys, Logan Bells here, and welcome back to my Predator series. I am halfway through my series of Predator reviews leading up to the Predator coming on in September. I already reviewed the first and second Predator movie, and now I'm going to be getting into the crossover of film between Aliens and Predators. Alien vs. Predator is the name for this film. When scientists discover something in the Arctic that appears to be a buried pyramid, they send a research team out to investigate. Little do they know that they are about to step into a hunting ground where aliens are grown as sport for the predator race. There are two things I want to mention before I delve into my thoughts and opinions on Alien vs. Predator. The first one being is that years before this movie was even made, there was this whole idea about a movie about Alien and a Predator facing against each other, rather. If you hadn't seen my review for Predator 2, spoilers, there's this one scene where Danny Glover was entering this Predator spaceship and you see the xenomorph skull on the wall. And back when that movie was released in 1990, everybody was going crazy about the idea of a movie about a predator and an alien going up against each other being made. The second thing is that back when this movie was released in 2004, a lot of people were very, very unhappy with the fact that this movie was PG-13 instead of rated R. Now, commonly in both the Alien franchise and the Predator franchise, movies in two of those franchises are rated R instead of PG-13. And for a movie like this to be made and being PG-13 instead of rated R, I'm okay with that. So I didn't have a problem with this film being PG-13. Besides the fight scenes with the Alien vs. Predator, which I will get into more later in this review, I thought the concept about this movie is interesting. You know, the concept of a team of researchers investigating this ancient pyramid that is underneath so much ice in Antarctica makes the movie more isolated and makes you feel all claustrophobic. And just the set design, the production designs, and anything else that is pretty much part of the concept of this movie is pretty interesting. The movie overall was very entertaining, I will say. It's very good, particularly in the second half, because the first half really was very bland, and I didn't really find the first half of this movie interesting. It's pretty much like a setup to what was going to happen in the second half, and the setup really fell apart on what it was trying to do. And the character development, while not very interesting and very fascinating, or I should say excellent, it's not really that awful. There's one part where you see this one character trying to make a mini documentary film of some sorts with his little kids back when he comes home, and he kind of at least had an arc there. And I buy it. Some of the characters get kind of fleshed out within this movie, and I can say that some of the characters, while not the greatest, they at least seem like the type of characters that you can get used to in films like Alien vs. Predator. Now let's talk about the fight scenes with the Alien and the Predator going up against each other. When you watch this movie, you really do get the whole feeling that Paul W.S. Anderson tries to give in a somewhat amount of effort to make those fight sequences entertaining, because when you watch Alien vs. Predator, you don't go into watching a film that is much like Freddy vs. Jason mixed with maybe films like Saving Private Ryan, maybe, or Forrest Gump, I would say. But anyway, not that Forrest Gump is related to films like Alien vs. Predator, but just trying to give in some analogy there. But anyway, the fight sequences with the Alien vs. Predator, they do make you feel like that Paul W.S. Anderson was really trying. They make you feel like that he was trying to give in some effort to those to actually try to make those fight sequences entertaining, and he did that semi well. And that's the one part that I think he did well compared to the rest of the things that happened in this film, because the character development and the storytelling and the line delivery in particular, as well as the first half of the entire movie, really what bogs the movie down. The one scene near the end of the film where our main character gets to team up with a predator to hunt down the xenomorphs, that scene really doesn't make sense, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there was this one expositional scene where it's about predators using the humans as a way to hunt down the xenomorphs. And just based on that expositional scene alone, talking about the past of the predators and what they do when they visit planet or Earth, I just don't see a predator and a human teaming up together to fight the xenomorphs. I don't see that being the case. Now, the alien queen looks fantastic, but how come there's electricity in that scene while she's laying eggs? And how is there electricity there? Like, is it very icy and very cold, mixed with something that really helps the electricity elevate? Like, how is the electricity a part of the scene? It doesn't make sense to me. And one last thing, and this will be the last negative that I will say before I get into my overall thoughts and opinions about this movie and given my Medal of Honor rating for this film. At the ending of the film, where our main character was trying to run away from the alien queen and somehow dodges the alien queen, not to mention the fact that all of it is taking place in the middle of Antarctica, and all the main character wears is a shirt and a pair of pants and boots, and not to mention that she didn't shiver, which is very odd. Overall, this film was not complete crap. I would say this film was a bit more entertaining than Predator 2. It's overall pretty good in terms of the production designs and some of the character arcs to be found, and the fight sequences with the alien versus Predator, and pretty much other things. And the concept alone was very interesting. I'm going to give Alien vs. Predator a silver Medal of Honor. It's not a great or good film by any means, like I just mentioned already. The characters could have been better, their development could have been done better, and the first half especially could have gotten better and been less bland, because I got so bored within the first act, if not first half of the movie. My next review in my Predator series is going to be for Aliens vs. Predator, Requiem, the sequel to Alien vs. Predator. If you guys enjoyed my review, please click the like button, and if you have already watched this movie, comment below and let me know what you think of it. If you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please press up there to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight.